right. Well, Miss Nicole, I do appreciate your time today. I got to ask you this. How did the College Color Days come about?
Well, thank you for having me. College Colors Day came about because fans were looking for a way to connect during the most exciting time for college football fans, right before the season kicks off, where everyone is undefeated. And we wanted to provide a community where everybody could show their pride and their fandom through a holiday called College Colors Day that CLC, the Collegiate Licensing Company, started 21 years ago in 2004.
So you're saying it started in 2004, is that correct?
That's correct.
Good deal. And then what are some of the responses when it comes to College Colors Day?
So again, it's such a great community, these fans, like no other. Remember, I mean, if you went to college, you made some of your most lifelong friends and did created your own identity during that time, and that fandom was such a strong part of your identity. So being able to talk about that, to share it, to wear it loud and proud and show your fandom in the workplace, at school, on social media is such a fun thing for college fans to do. It really is a community like no other.
So where did you go to school?
I went to school at University of Georgia. Go Dogs. However, I just dropped off. I just moved in my daughter into Vanderbilt, which is why I'm sporting a Vanderbilt shirt today because I'm so proud of her. And of course I went to the bookstore and purchased all of the new gear for the season there. So I went to University of Georgia. My son went to University of Georgia. My daughter goes to Vanderbilt. I like to support my fandom and their fandom whenever I can. But it's so great. I don't know if you've experienced this, but if you go to the airport or you're out in public and you see somebody else wearing something that you're also a fan of, it's an immediate connection. And again, a way to showcase your identity and say, okay, that's a Virginia Tech fan. That's a University of Alabama fan. I know them. And it's again an immediate connection that by wearing your gear and wearing your colors, you're able to form. And also another thing that we talk about with college fandom is that you can go about in your regular day of being your very professional self. And when it's time for college football season, your fandom you just unleash, and this year's theme for our College Colors Day campaign is flip the switch, because something does get flipped in that you are ready to just yell and scream and be so excited about your fandom. We are lucky enough to have Bijan Robinson, who is an Atlanta Falcon and a former Texas Longhorn, be our spokesperson for the College Colors Day campaign this year and talk about how flip his switch gets flipped on his college fandom. So you'll be seeing him a lot next week talking about that. And we're very happy to have him this year on the campaign.
Out of all the schools, and there's so many schools out there, what do you feel is the most popular from just the numbers you see? What's the most popular school that really embraces College Colors Day and as far as merchandising and fandom?
So that's a great question. I think that certainly schools that have the largest fan base make a lot of noise out there. So when you think about a University of Alabama or University of Texas, certainly Penn State, Virginia Tech, those make a lot of noise, but even some of our smaller schools make a lot of noise during this time frame. And you see them all on social media. You'll see them all next week talking about it. And certainly on College Colors Day on next Friday, August 29th, you're going to see schools, small, middle, and large, talk about this, and really their fans coming out in large numbers. So we just get so excited, and some of the smaller schools have these celebs that went there, influencers, and they're going to make a lot of noise about their school because that pride is something that everybody wants to talk about on that day.
Mentioned something interesting. You went to the University of Georgia, but you said your daughter is going to Vanderbilt. So how do you kind of, because it's almost like you're supporting two schools, but how do you divvy that up? Because that's a unique perspective, especially if Georgia and when Georgia and Vanderbilt play each other.
Yes, it is. It is, but it's all fun. That's the other thing is that I don't think University of Georgia and Vanderbilt are big rivals, so I don't really have to worry about that. There are other rivals like University of Georgia and Georgia Tech, Texas A&M, that it might be a little bit harder to deal with in the same household, or a house divided, we call that. But for me, I am just going to be excited about watching a college football game overall and rooting for actually whoever is with me, whichever child is with me. I'm probably going to go on their side at that time, and I can go back and forth. It's okay.
What type of gear do you guys kind of, because I'm sure you guys are part of the licensing of college athletics, but what type of gear do you guys kind of, sell or get out there?
Everything that you could possibly imagine. We call ourselves a cradle to grave business, and we have licensed merchandise anywhere from when you're born to your later years. It depends. Apparel, so certainly shirts and sweatshirts and hats and pants and skirts and dresses. We have a partnership with Lululemon, so I'm wearing a Lululemon shirt today, which is great. But then also we have drinkware, and we have, tailgate games and all sorts of non-apparel type things. Certainly, I don't know if you've seen the college football video game that launched last year. I hadn't seen that game in over a decade. So the new game launched last year, and we're in the second year of the college football video game. So that's really exciting. So there are all sorts of things out there that you can have to show your fandom, whether you are literally wearing them or you have them in your house. You can find it with your favorite college logo on it.
My final question for you, Nicole, and again, I appreciate you giving me time today. At the end of the day, what does College Colors Day mean to you personally?
What College Colors Day means to me personally is one word. It's connection. Connecting, being able to connect with somebody, to me, I think that that's so important. So did I lose you?
Yeah, if you there it is. I'm back. Back. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I think I had an internet surge. You know that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could say that again, what does it
Yeah,
mean to you? It's
sure.
probably a great answer that I missed.
Yes. So College Colors Day to me is about connection. It's about connecting with fans all over, whether you are living in the same town with them or you've moved away from your college. We have a high percentage of displaced fans that are not living in their college town now. So, but once you've made that connection, because that was such an important part of your life, certainly the athletics part of it is really wonderful and exciting, especially when you're winning, but also just the time that you're spending in college and finding out who you are, and more about your identity and how that stays with you forever. And you're forming this community with people that you've been to school with or that are also fans of the university that you are fans of, and that connection is lifelong. So to me, it's about connection. And again, when I see somebody in college colors and the college colors that I have an affinity for, I naturally feel connected to them. And I don't think there's anything else that can do it quite like college affinity and college pride.
So you say your last name, is it Armentrout?
Yes, it's Armentrout. Great job.
Yeah, I bet how many times your name gets butchered? I'm sure a lot, doesn't it?
A lot. A lot.
It doesn't seem that hard to say.
It really isn't that hard to say, but that's okay.
What's the worst what's the worst way someone's pronounced it?
Oh gosh.
That- like
I
nails on a chalkboard or something.
what?
It's like nails on a chalkboard when they say your last name wrong, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just people asking how do you pronounce it? Is it Armentrite, Armentrout? I don't know. It's
Yeah. Talk about fishing, how to say your name. So there you go.
yeah, there you go.
Good deal. Well, is there anything you'd like to add or anything I might have missed?
Yeah, thank you so much for asking. I just would love to encourage anybody that you know, anybody that watches you, to go to collegecolorsday.com where you can learn more about College Colors Day. Also, all of the great retailers that have all of the gear that we've been talking about and much more. Those are all listed on College Colors Day. I mean, on collegecolorsday.com. And then just to show up and share your pride at your workplace, at school, at gatherings, and certainly on social media. Make sure that your pride is being seen out there for your school, because there's going to be a lot of people doing it, and you want to make sure you and your school show up on College Colors Day. So please go to social media, post yourself in your school colors, and tag it with College Colors Day.
Awesome stuff. Well, Miss Nicole, thank you so much. Savannah, you popped back in. I just wanted to say thank you for facilitating all of this. And like I said, we'll have this story will air. And then is there like I guess I can email you the link to the story when we air it. So appreciate you.
Yeah, please do. And thank you so much. We really, really appreciate your time in doing this. And we're super excited about next week and seeing everybody all excited for the kickoff of college football, a new season, and just seeing all that gear out there.
Awesome. Savannah, where did you go to school?
I went to Furman, so not as big of a fandom, but but I've adopted some other schools.
There you go.